Hello. Oh my god. Oh, my camera battery is about to die. Hello, good evening, welcome back to this video. I hope the sound is okay like this. I'm trying not to move my fingers too much, like move them over the little microphone like that, because the audio has been sort of bugging. Apparently it's like a common issue with these mics specifically, where there's like sort of this buzzing staticky sound, which apparently a really easy fix is to just get a new little cable, but I don't want to do that. So if that means I have to voice isolate every single clip, then that's just the case. Does it absolutely fuck up my computer? Yes. Is that better than spending extra money on a little cable that should have been provided with the microphones? Like one that works? Yes. I don't think that should be my responsibility to get. Today is Wednesday. Can you believe it? It's already fucking Wednesday. What a time. It goes so quick. I'm not complaining about that. I am so happy it's already Wednesday. Like, we're already past the middle of the week. I have 2 days of work left before the weekend. I'm so excited. Anyway, it is currently almost bedtime. Excuse me. It's currently 10:44. Where is my Kindle? This bed is like the Bermuda Triangle, dude. I lose everything in here. There she is. I have not picked up The Correspondent since I did in the last video. And I don't know if I'm like that in the mood to read The Correspondent. I also think The Correspondent, it's like fully just letters, basically. And I think that could be read in a different pace than you could with other books, where I like to binge a book and I like to be with a story for a shorter amount of time because otherwise I get bored. I think that The Correspondent could be something that I sort of like stretch over a longer time, where I read like a letter or two and then I put it down for a minute and then I read a letter or two more. But there's also like, I want to binge a book, right? And I really like binging a book, and I really like putting myself into that story and like fully immersing myself in it for a shorter amount of time rather than reading a little bit over a longer amount of time, because that way I never really feel like I'm able to fully immerse myself in the story. And I also feel like it just takes too long, and because I can't immerse myself into the story because I read at like 15-minute bursts, I also don't really connect with the characters, which means I don't care, which means I get bored when it takes long, which it's gonna take long if I only read for like 15 to 20 minutes. I think I am gonna read The Dragon Republic when I want to pick up a physical book. However, right now I'm in the mood to just cozy up with my Kindle, and I think I want to start reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, I think. Good morning. I feel like the lighting is not the best. However, it is 3:45 in the morning and I refuse to turn on my overhead lighting. I have my Christmas lights in a dream. It's 3:45 in the morning, in case you didn't hear me the first time. I woke up like an hour ago, haven't been able to fall back asleep. To be fair, I did go to bed at like 8 p.m. accidentally. Yesterday, for some reason, I decided it would be a good idea to work out in the morning and also do an entirely new like workout. I've been doing Isa Welly's Pilates for the past few workouts, and I started it I think about like a month and a half ago, something like that, and I did her 10-day challenge. I felt on top of the world. Like, I have never in my life before that finished an at-home workout, no matter what it was. I would always quit within like 3 minutes. I would already look for the shortest one because I could not fathom working out for 30 minutes straight. And so when I finished Isa Welly's 10 days Pilates challenge, obviously like I was on top of the world. I was like, oh my god, I am so strong and I'm literally the fittest person ever. And then after that 10-day challenge, it kind of fell off a little because there was no more structure to what I was doing. And when I was doing the 10-day challenge, like, you're doing every video twice, 2 days in a row. She has 5 videos in that like playlist, and I really like that structure of doing the same thing twice, because the first time, like, it's new, you don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden the video was done, like the workout was done. And then the second day you had a little more familiarity with it, but not enough to like start dreading certain moves or stuff. And so I really like that. like structure of it. And then when I was done with that challenge, that kind of fell away because all of a sudden I had the entirety of YouTube Pilates videos to my availability. And so I would get such overwhelm and not know what to do. So it kind of fell off. I was still doing it like 2, 3, 4 times a week, but I wasn't doing it every day anymore. And then I ended up hurting my knee and not being able to do any Pilates. Like I know Pilates is very adaptable, and there is like a variation of the move no matter like what, basically. But everything I did with my knee hurt. I couldn't stand without being in pain. I couldn't sit without being in pain. I couldn't bend my knee without being in pain. I couldn't straighten it all the way without being in pain. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the rest. And because I was already sort of overworking my knee at work. Anyway, as I was saying, took a break with my knee, and then I picked it back up at the end of last week, I think Saturday. So I haven't even been a week in yet. But I would like go to work, I'd come home, I'd work out, I'd do my little Isa Willy Pilates, would come home, I'd work out, I'd be fine. Yesterday, I was looking forward to working out so much, which also like, what the fuck, who am I? I'm looking forward to working out, but I was like looking forward to it so much because I decided to start Pilates by Izzy, her 25-day challenge. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it in the morning. I was up early yesterday. I had the time. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it in the morning. Yeah, I'm never doing that again. Working out before work? Not doing that again. That killed me. I truly think that's the reason why I ended up falling asleep at 8 p.m. yesterday. And I'm so sore. Like, going from Isa Willy to Pilates by Izzy, that's like quite a big jump. One that I hadn't anticipated be this big. I'm liking it. I'm so sore. I don't know why I started filming now. I think just to tell you guys that.
Later.
Hello. I feel like this is really high up. Okay, whatever. I just got home from a day of shopping. Oh, I was so excited for this. Tonight is our like Christmas dinner. And last year for this Christmas dinner, I was like, you know what, guys? I don't want to be there. I don't want to be involved. Good luck. I'm not coming. And so all year I have been looking forward to this day where I have the entire day to myself. I don't have to ask anyone to come with me anywhere because I know they're gonna say no because my mom and my sister are gonna be busy with the like preparations for tonight. And so all year I have looked forward to today. And I was gonna spend like all day in my bed and just not do anything. I was gonna play video games. I was gonna have the time of my life. But then this morning I was like, you know what? I want to go shopping. And so I went shopping and I went to TK Maxx and I really like TK Maxx. And there were so many things where I was like, oh my God, I should get that. Oh, like, I should really get this. I should get that. And then I didn't for some reason. And now I'm like regretting not getting things, not only at TK Maxx, like also at other stores. I'm like, oh, damn, I should have gotten that. But I don't want to drive back right now. So it is what it is. Let me show you what I got. I got a new water bottle because I have a water bottle, a big one that I still use and I still love. It's 2 liters and I really like it. However, it has been a pain taking it to work every day because it doesn't fit in any of my cup holders. And so it's just kind of on the chair rolling around and it's really annoying. And I also get incredibly annoyed with myself. This framing really is weird. Let me see if I can put you somewhere else. I feel like this is too, well, no, this would work. And then I get really frustrated with myself when I forget my water bottle downstairs, right? So I'll come home from a day of work and I'll go upstairs and I'll reach over to grab my water bottle and take a sip and it's not there. And it makes me want to jump out the window. Like if I have to get up out of bed anyway, might as well jump out the window. Now I can have one that can just stay downstairs and that I can take with me if needed, and one that I can just keep in my room and it won't leave this place. Then I got some ribbon. It's like sparkly. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can. Because for the past few weeks, I have braided my hair and I was like, oh, it would look so much cuter if I had some ribbon that I can tie into little bows. And I never had that. So I got some ribbon. I think I can show this because I don't think my grandma knows that I have a YouTube channel. So I don't think she watches my videos. I got some gifts from my grandma. My grandma has like these fancy soaps in her bathroom. And so I got her 2. And these are made in Italy. And my grandma used to spend her summers in Italy working as a tour guide. And so I thought that was very fitting. And this one's also called like Sicilian Citrus. I thought that was fitting and it's cute. So she has one, because this one smells a little more, not necessarily Christmassy. It's a little bit like heavier in scent, I guess. And this one smells like citrus. So she also has one for in the summer. Then I bought myself a thermal brush because I've been wanting one for a while and I was going to put it on my wish list knowing I wasn't going to get one. Because I was going to put it on my wish list like last week and everyone has already bought everyone's presents. I was going to put it on my wish list and then in January, I was going to be like, oh, wow, no one got me this for Christmas. Like I might have just, buy it myself. Because that's what I usually do. I'll put a bunch of stuff on my wish list. And then the things I don't get for Christmas, I buy myself. Usually right after Christmas. But the one I saw online that I would have put on my wish list and then bought myself was double the price. I also at the TK Maxx got new sweatpants. But they're a little long, so I might see if they fit my mom better, because she also really liked these.